What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day today. Getting into this video, man. This episode of Y&R was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Shauna is definitely fast. Like I could understand why Charlie left when he did. You know what I'm saying? Because Shauna's obviously experienced, and I don't think Charlie is. Like meaning being a virgin. I don't think Shauna's a virgin. Charlie clearly may be a virgin. So I can understand why he felt a little uncomfortable by it because it's clear he's not into the whole casual sex thing. Like, if you're a virgin and you're about to have your first time, you want it to be with somebody a lot of times that you actually care about, and you want it to be right. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shauna, I don't get the vibe that she's a virgin. Like she said, she was in a relationship with somebody for what, over 2 years. So I don't see her as being no virgin, especially with the upbringing that she's had. Like she's had it pretty rough. So she could have lost her virginity in that 2 year relationship. I'm just saying. Um, but Charlie was raised differently, and with Lily and Kane as parents, I highly doubt that he had sex before because you know how Lily is. She is like a vulture. Like she be watching. She's like a hawk. Like seriously, she be watching her kids. Like so, I doubt he got away with it. If he, tried to, I doubt he would get away with it. I doubt it. Um, I don't know what they. I just don't want to see no teen pregnancy storyline with them. I mean, it would be a relevant story because it is still a lot of teen pregnancy going on. So it would kind of be cool to have that type of storyline, but not for the two of them. Because let me tell you something, Lily is way too young to even have teenagers right about now. Lily is only in real life 29, 30. There's no way she would have two kids that's like 15, 16 years old. Ain't no way. At 30 years old. It doesn't make sense realistically, but it is a show, so they do source the kids, of course. But them trying to make Lily a grandmother at 30, hell no. And that's not, ain't nobody gonna buy that. Come on now. Lily is way too young to be somebody's grandmama. Kane is old enough to be somebody's grandfather because in real life he is in his 40s, but Lily is not old enough. I'm just saying she's not. So anyway, speaking of Kane, I cannot stand Kane. I never really did like the Kane character. I can't stand him. He is such a self-righteous ass. And what irritates me even more is the fact that he's running around Genoa City trying to act like the Chancellor gatekeeper. Like he's trying to tell Jack that he's not going to give Jack permission or let Jack exhume Philip Chancellor's body. First of all, Kane, you have no legal authority to tell Jack no. You're not a chancellor. You're not a part of the Chancellor family. Not by blood, not by law. You're not a part of their family. I know Catherine and Jill see him as family. I mean, yeah, Jill is his stepmother, but he's still not a part of the Chancellor family in any way, shape, or form. He has no legal claim to Chancellor. Anything about Chancellor, he has no legal claim. So him running around telling, oh, he told Neil, oh, you better get your friend or talk to your friend or whatever because I'm not gonna let him stake his claim in Chancellor Industries. Again, Chancellor Industries is not yours. Yes, you're the CEO. But the only reason you're the CEO is because Jill stepped down and handed you the position. That's the only reason you're in that position. You don't own Chancellor Industries. You don't own Chancellor Mansion. You don't own any of those things. But I will say, I find it totally ridiculous that Jack thinks Philip Chancellor is his father based off of a picture. All he has is a picture of Dina and Philip in a picture together. That doesn't mean Philip is your dad. That does not mean that, but he thinks Philip could be his father. I mean, it's a possibility, but for him to be absolutely sure, he seems pretty sure, which I find totally ridiculous based off of a picture, you know. Um, and I don't blame Billy either for not wanting to help him prove that Philip is his father, because Billy know Jack, and Billy knows that if Jack is Philip Chancellor's son, then he knows Jack is going to try to go after his piece of the Chancellor Empire. He knows Jack. Everybody in that town know how Jack is. And they pretty much figured that out quickly. Kane figured that out, Neil, everybody figured it out. That if Jack he wants his hands on the Chancellor money. But here's the thing, and even Jack basically admitted it today that he, what's wrong with him going after a piece of Chancellor? He basically admitted it. But here's the thing, legally, he wouldn't get his hands on none of it. The only thing Jack is technically entitled to of Philip Chancellor's is his money. That's the only thing he's entitled to. The company was never Philip's company. The mansion was never Philip's mansion. All of that was Catherine's before she married Philip because it all belonged to her first husband, Gary Reynolds. But when he died, he left everything to Catherine. Catherine never signed anything over to Philip. She just changed the name of the mansion and changed the name of the company. But she gave Philip permission to be CEO. He never owned any of those things. Even after Philip died, Catherine maintained ownership of everything. So I thought, even back in the day, I thought it was a little ridiculous when the judge gave Jill 50% of the mansion. I felt like that was a little ridiculous because Philip never owned the damn thing. He never owned that house. It was all Catherine's. It was all Catherine's. Um, but also he doesn't have a claim because Catherine left the mansion to Victor. Victor sold the mansion to Jill. I mean, sold the company to Jill. So Jack has no legal claim on none of that stuff. The only claim he got is on Philip Chancellor's money. That's the only claim he has. And I still find this totally ridiculous. Honestly, I don't believe Jack is not John Abbott's son. I believe he is John Abbott's son. I feel like Victor has a hand in all of this. Victor is definitely playing the puppet master in this storyline. I know Victor got something to do with this. So anyway, Victoria and Ashley are running around trying to figure out who the hell is trying to sabotage Newman Enterprises because somebody sent her some type of electronic voice message or whatever, basically taunting Victoria, telling her he know her secret. He's trying to release Newman Enterprises private files and emails. He's trying to leak it because he has all of their information, their executive salaries, company secrets. Like he knows a lot about Newman Enterprises. He has all their files and he sent it all over to Victoria just to show her he has everything on Newman Enterprises. I want to know who's behind it. Ashley and Victoria are trying to brainstorm and figure out who the hell is trying to sabotage the company, even accusing each other of it. She even tried to accuse Abby of doing it. Victoria tried to accuse Abby. We all know Abby is not clever enough to sabotage Newman in this way. We know that. Second, Abby would, I mean, even if she's upset with Victoria and her father, she would never try to purposely bring Newman to his knees. She would never do that. Because first of all, Newman is a part of her inheritance as well, even though she'll probably never get the CEO chair because we all know Victor doesn't want women as CEO. You know how he thinks. But she would inherit some shares, of course, even though she is a shareholder, but she'll inherit. Um I feel like, I mean, I thought about it and I was like, what if JT really is alive? But then again, it could be somebody who's close to Newman and probably saw Victoria and Phyllis and Nikki and Sharon bury the body and was just waiting for the right time to strike. I mean, we really don't know who the hell is doing this. We have no clue. Some people think it's Jack. Ashley at first thought that it could have been Jack. She called him or whatever, but he didn't deny or admit it. I doubt it's Jack. I highly doubt it's Jack. Because Jack would never taunt Victoria like that. He would never want Nikki or Victoria or Phyllis or Sharon in prison. There's no way he would. Um, because if Jack was coming after Newman Enterprises, Jack would have found a different way to do it. He would have found another way. He would never blackmail Nikki and all them and threaten to put them in prison or expose them. He would never do that. Um, so I'm curious to find out who it is. I mean, I still feel like JT's alive. I really don't feel like he's dead. Um, Anyway, Summer. Whose idea was it to bring Summer Newman back? That's all I want to know. Whose idea was it? Summer is borderline annoying. Like, she really is. I've never liked the character because I always felt like she was whiny. She was exactly everything Mariah said she was, a snowflake. Totally annoying. And now she's flirting with her mother's boyfriend. She's flirting with Billy. Now she got him to gamble again. I'm like, why would you? She is just totally aggravating, like seriously annoying. Um, Billy dumbass fell right into the trap. Now he started gambling again, knowing he's an addict. I'm like, this is all just gonna be bad. Like when Phyllis finds out, and I know she will at some point, this is all gonna be bad. Like Billy should have more common sense than this. Like you're the CEO of Jabot, and you're falling back into gambling again. And I have a feeling at some point he might sleep with Summer, which would be horrible. But I have a feeling that that's what he might do. I think that might happen. Like I don't understand Summer's new attitude or whatever, but it's still not an improvement over her last go around when she was on the show. It just seems like she got worse. Um, Summer and Arturo, I mean not Summer and Arturo, Abby and Arturo. I don't really know how I feel about them as a couple. Um, Arturo definitely seems like a playboy. Abby found a bra in his couch cushion. And I'm pretty sure he probably gonna say it was a misunderstanding. That's probably what he gonna tell her. But she found it and she hauled ass up out that apartment. I don't know, but it's something seems off about Arturo. Like he's up to something because you know how new characters, every new character that comes on these shows, they always got some type of baggage, and I know he got some type of baggage that comes along with him. I know he do. Ain't no way he's squeaky clean. I highly doubt it. But anyway, hit the comment section and let me know what y'all thought about this episode, and I will see y'all all later. Peace.